Positioned between Moffett and Routt County, Unit 4 is a prosperous elk hunting location as well as mule deer and antelope. The Routt National Forest occupies the eastern and middle eastern portion of this unit, undoubtedly making this location a very popular hunting destination. Craig, Colorado, also known as the elk capital of the world, is located in the southwestern tip of Unit 4. The hunting pressure is high, but the well is not dry. The numbers of mule deer and elk have only been increasing in recent years. In the early season, when the weather is still warm, the deer are in the higher elevations, foraging in the lush greenery and congregating around water holes. There are several streams and creeks throughout Unit 4, which help spotting mule deer an easier task. The higher elevations around Black Mountain would make this area ideal for an early season hunt. As the weather cools down, the deer will move off of the mountains toward lower elevations where the temperatures are warmer and there is still plenty of food. These areas are situated in the western and southern parts of the unit. Mule deer quality in this unit averages anywhere between 140 inches and 160 inches, with the occasional 170-inch buck plus. The current buck-to-doe ratio is 34 bucks to 100 doe. Unit 4 elk. As the leaves fall off and the trees thin out, the elk will be spotted in the lower altitudes of Unit 4. The higher elevations create superior vantage points for hunters to glass the lower areas through which the elk are traveling. Elk have a predisposition to feeling covered and hidden, so the diminished foliage of rifle season creates an advantage for hunters to spot and stalk the elk. Several seasons for elk tags are over the counter. This causes a lot of hunting pressure, but still remains a great area to do a combination deer and elk hunt with friends. Success rates are much higher than many over-the-counter units across the West. The average quality elk in Unit 4 varies anywhere between 270 inches to 300 inches. The current bull-to-cow ratio is 19 to 100. The antelope in Unit 4 tend to gravitate towards the northern, drier area of the unit. Although this unit is not considered a trophy unit for antelope, there is still a high success rate. Pre-scouting your hunt will be advantageous for you to have a successful antelope hunt. Finding the scarce water sources of northern Colorado will be a good place to start, since antelope will be flocking to them during the warmer months. The overall success rate for pronghorn is relatively high compared to most western states. The average quality is 60 to 70 inches with the occasional 75-inch buck. The buck-to-doe ratio is 39 to 100. Being that the Routt National Forest is located in the Rocky Mountains, it is no surprise that there are some physically challenging trails and terrain. With that being said, there are some lower level lands that are not as physically demanding. Aside from the mountain range in the eastern portion of the unit, the northern, western, and southern areas of Unit 4 are typically lower altitude areas with less exhaustive inclines. As with most of the state, the lower elevations contain a mix of sage and different shrubs. The middle elevations are scattered with oak brush, juniper, and pinyon trees. The higher elevations are populated with the evergreen varieties of trees, including aspen, spruce, and ponderosa pine. There are two main roads that run through Unit 4. State Highway 40 runs east and west along the southern portion of the unit, while State Highway 13 runs north and south along the western side of the unit. The north side of the unit is bounded by Wyoming's southern line. The main roads have several county roads that connect off of them, leading to the public access points. The main roads have several county roads that connect off of them, leading to the public access points. There are several streams and creeks that also have public boat ramps for those that fill their tags early and want to go fishing.